Hello Helix fans, mums and dads, ships at sea, and
Fire Billy.
this newsletter comes to you from Lethbridge, Alberta, on the run, where we played a night at the exhibition. By the time you see this newsletter, we'll have played and we'll be back home in Ontario. But we decided to go down and look at the coolies here today. But shh, keep that a secret. What do you think, guys? Oh, yeah, that sounded good.
Morning. Morning. Morning.
Anyway, we have the winner of the trivia contest, and the question once again was, what was the first U.S. club that Helix ever played in the state?
The Underground in Ypsilanti.
And it was the Underground in Ypsilanti, Michigan, and that was our first U.S. state. And anyway, we had several correct answers, and the winner is Mark McLeod. Mark McLeod, give him a hand, everybody.
Mark.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
And it's August the 16th. Helix fans are just about ready to embark on our next Helix Odyssey. Today, me and Randy are driving up to Highway 6 where we're meeting Chris and the driver, plus Caleb, and then me and Caleb are going to the airport, to Sky Park, and we're flying to Sudbury. Randy is taking the driver, Chris, meeting up with Fritz and Daryl at Sky Park in Toronto, and they're driving to Sudbury. Mike's flying in from Montreal to Sudbury. We're all meeting up at the Radisson, and then tomorrow we're all driving to Little Current to play Rock in the Rock. And anyway, and it's another Helix adventure with a cast of characters like Caleb Duck.
Aye, aye.
And we got our driver today. Introduce yourself.
Steve Greenoff, pleased to be here.
Excuse me, gentlemen. He's an excellent driver.
And what do you have to say? Like, what are you expecting this weekend to be like? Surely you've had a kind of a vision of what it's going to be like to be Helix size. So, what are you expecting?
I expect this to be an awesome weekend. Nothing but fun, good times.
So, what do you think the term quote unquote Helix sized means?
Be fully engulfed in the music of Helix. Be wrapped around it, feel every pulse, every beat. Just
are you saying that we're going to put you through the ringer and squeeze you for every last little bit of rock and roll inside you?
We're going to rock out this weekend.
Okay, I think that's what it means too.
Metal up!
And so it's a half an hour before we go on, and been a pretty easy peasy lemon squeezy type of day, and everything's going smoothly. Well, we had a great show in Little Current. Unfortunately, on the way back to our rooms in Sudbury, we found out that our WestJet flights the next morning had been canceled to Toronto, and we needed to get to Toronto to catch our flight from there to Edmonton, where we were scheduled to play at 3:20 the next afternoon at Haverlock Park in Edmonton. And so we had to make a split-second decision to drive from Sudbury to Toronto, where it was absolute chaos, but we made the flight, to make a long story short. And we made it to Edmonton, went to the Radisson. Our rooms weren't ready yet, so I went and slept in the sofa in the lobby, but eventually we made it to the gig, and we had a pretty good gig in Edmonton that day. Well, after a harrowing night of driving from Sudbury to Toronto, changing our flight, nearly missing our flight, arguing with everybody at WestJet at the airport, we made it on our flight, and we made it to Edmonton, and now we feel like 4 pounds of shit in a 2-pound bag, but we're off to the gig, right guys?
Yeah, standard rock. Again.
person in Canada that actually takes pictures. I have Super 8 sound that goes right back to the Norlander days. The beer drinking contest we used to do there. You probably played Saint Fatale, but I never played that part.
Oh yeah, we did the Meyer Ginton. He owned the Norlander.
Yeah.
He owned the Windsoring, which has become Cowboys Night, Blues, Boogie Nights, all those incarnations of that. And he owned the St. Vital Hotel.
Wow.
And when I started, he had 15-minute sets because I don't need those people dancing, because if they're dancing, they're not drinking.
Work that sweat up. All they care about is the sound of that music of the cash register ringing.
Yeah, those 25-cent drafts.
Anyway, we survived the canceled flights, the impossible deadlines, the no sleep, and the bureaucratic rules carried out by robots. And we survived. We are now looking forward to fall 2018, and especially getting back into writing mode with the guys. Now, as soon as I get back to Ontario, we're going to be working on the Helix story that I've been recording with Daryl up at the Doghouse Studios in St. Catharines. It's kind of a Helix history lesson that we put into a little rap / song, and that runs into Eat Sleep Rock that I wrote with Sean. We plan on probably releasing an album next year. On vinyl, CD, and through digital, but when we press the vinyl, we'll only be doing a limited run of probably 300 units.
And now, a Helix history lesson. Once upon a time, way back in 1974, 5 long-haired guys got together in Kitchener, Ontario. They were looking for a party. They were looking for fortune. They were looking for fame. And Helix would become our name. So we hit the road. Well, we rocked and we fought our way across the great white north. From sea to shining sea. From Vancouver Island to Halifax. And all points in between. And a half hour later in Newfoundland.
So there you go, Helix fans. Helix Newsletter number 10 comes to a close, as does summer of 2018 and Helix touring. But, you know, we still got the fall until I go down to Florida with Linda. Here's the backyard. You can see the sun setting here at Planet Helix, and there's my newest birdhouse right there. It kind of looks like something out of Harry Potter. And there's the backyard. And we got people coming over probably this weekend for a campfire back in the court yard, as Linda calls it back there. Right, you can see the sign. So until then, don't be square. See you around. Catch you on the flip side. Whoosh.